Hey, hey, hey. I am coming to you live. This is Dr. Conti Terrell. I popped on just for a few minutes earlier to tell you that I was going to be coming on live. And so I am here. I want you to share this. I want you to share this information. Or if you hop on, tag somebody. If you hop on later, share this, tag someone. Sharing is caring. Listen. This is December 12th, 2022, 2022. And we are down to the last couple of weeks of 2022. First of all, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. For many reasons, I can't believe it. This year has just zoomed by. So for those who don't know who I am Dr. Conti Terrell. I am the founder and CEO of Dr. Conti Speaks. I am the proud CEO of the Success Season Next Level Coaching Program. You may have heard of it. And if you have not, I want to tell you all about it. I have three clients that contacted me today that were super excited about all the things that they've been doing. One of them started with me in April with a salary of about $40,000, and she's ending up strong, y'all. She's ending strong with $340,000 that she's made since April working with me in the Success Season program. Kudos, Lisa. Killing the game. I am so proud to be someone who taught you those skills. And so for those who listen, if you have not signed up, this is the absolute last free class that I'm giving of the year. Don't start the new year off the way you started it off last year. Have something solid that's going to start working for you. Are you tired of working for someone? I have been an entrepreneur since I was 20 something years old. Actually 17, I started working for myself professionally as a model, but then in 21, owning my own businesses, 26 years old. Then I had two of the first Black-owned African-American nail salons in Atlanta. Many of you know that I'm from Atlanta. So I have an entrepreneur spirit. I've always been an entrepreneur. Yes, have I had some times where I had to go and get a job or work a job, or my business was like a part-time job? I did, and I hated it. And so that is why I am here to tell you there is a different way. There is a better way. You don't have to have your business be a part-time business, or your business be a hobby, or your business not make money for you, or your business not allow you the freedom. I often ask my clients, what does success look like to you? What does success look like to you? So I'm going to ask you, everybody that's popping on and those who will be watching later, put in the chat, what does success look like to you? I get people saying freedom. I get people saying being able to travel. I get people saying being able to just pay all of my bills, pay them on time. I get people saying being able to, I've heard it all, fly first class, shop and not have to look at the ticket, all of those things. And guess what? You are not alone if you want those things. And it is not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, because a lot of times we think we have to be struggling and we have to be, barely making it. And I'm here to tell you, you do not have to, and I don't want you to. And it is time for you to be self-fulfillment. I like that. Self-fulfillment. Yes. Success is self-fulfillment. That's a good one. That's a good one. And you know what? I tell people, I'm so glad you said that, because I tell people I have the best job ever, because I get to live my purpose every day. And bigger than that, I get to get paid for it. And bigger than that, I get to help other people live what they love doing. And guess what? They get paid for it. They get paid for it. But sometimes we feel guilty, because I did. I started feeling guilty when I didn't have to, uh, check the account all the time to make sure everything was being paid, and make sure I had enough money in the bank. I started thinking, okay, something's going to happen. Like, what's going to happen that it's going to just all fall apart. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't have to all fall apart. And if you have not signed up for the 3-day success season workshop, you need to sign up. You owe it to yourself. If you have never owned a business, but you want to own a business, you need to hear the workshop. I'm going to give you 17 things that you can do to make 5 and 6 figures. And many of it is doing what you love. Doing what you love. I did a discovery session today with the client, and oh my God, it just enlightens me. It just like blows me out of the water to be able to help people see things that is so impactful that they were already, thinking of, but didn't know how to monetize it or take it to the next level. And so the winning financially, you see that going across the stage. If you haven't signed up, you need to sign up. You need to sign up. Go out. Go out. Hi, Miss Ruby. Go out killing the game. Go out having a new outlook on how to start 2023. All right. And so what we're going to talk about in the next 3 days, starting tomorrow night. And for those who've already signed up, you have the opportunity to upgrade your free 3-day workshop. It's only $97 to upgrade. You'll get to have some one-on-one time with me and a few other people after the group to have some question and answer time. You'll also get the free ABCs of Self-Success video that really encourages you to go after self-success. And you're going to get the 1.5 hour discovery session at a value of $200 by itself. The whole package, $97 upgrade, is worth $350. But today I did a discovery session with someone who paid the value, who paid the $200. And she got off that call so fired up and ready to start her business. I talked about her pain, her passion, and her power. And she has a business. She has a business that she's starting. She's a bartender. But what I teach is you make more money teaching other people to do what you know how to do than doing it yourself. So I helped her put together in an hour and a half a plan where she's going to start a mobile barmaid service. Yes, with people working for her, going out to private parties, doing what she loves, doing mixologies, and they are paying her and she's hiring them and being contract out. That's just a little bit of what she's going to do. In that hour and a half, I gave her three of the 16 things that I'm going to talk about tomorrow night. Actually, I'm going to talk about them on Thursday. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But the 16 things that I'm going to talk about that can help you make 5 and 6 figures, I gave 3 of those to her today in her discovery session. She got off this phone thanking me. I can read you the text. She texted me saying, "You are the bomb. You are the bomb. You just, I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how much I thank you." And I asked her, what was it? Because this lady was a concierge in my building. And I asked her, I said, most of you guys see me on Facebook. I'm makeup, hair done up. Although today it's still a little iffy because I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling well now, but I hadn't been feeling well. So, but you guys see me dressed to the nine on Facebook. You guys see me at events. You guys see me at galas. You guys see me at award ceremonies. You guys see me doing all the things that I do, publishing books. You guys see me, writing books. Yes. My newest book, I don't have my laptop. I don't have my briefcase in here. But you guys see me doing all those things. But she sees me going to the coffee shop, my t-shirt and my sweats and no makeup, no hair done, nothing. And I said, well, what was it that she stopped me? She's like, Dr. Conti, I really would like some time with you. I really would like some time with you. I really would like to, pick your brain. And I tell people I don't do pick your brains. And your time spent with me for the next 3 days if you join this workshop, you'll find out I'm going to teach you no more picking your brain. No more picking your brain. You got something that is valuable in that brain of yours. But I said, she said, can I spend some time with you? I said, well, I have a discovery session that I'll be glad to sit down and talk with you. And she said, okay, I'll do it. But I asked her today, I said, what made you stop me? What made you, because you don't see what most people see. You see the Dr. Conti walking the dogs. You see the Dr. Conti, hair not done, makeup not done, coming down to the coffee shop, t-shirt, sweats, pajama pants, whatever, And she says, Dr. Conti, it's how you walk. It's how you talk. She says, it's everything that you do. Success is, I could just see it all over you. And I was like, first of all, thank you, God. Thank you, God, that whatever it is that you put in me, it was that evident to her. But what was more impactful, she's only 27 years old. And she was like, I'll pay the time to sit down and talk with you. And so for what she paid, you guys are going to get a lot of that free if you sign up on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3-day workshop. You have to attend all 3 days. And if you upgrade tonight, you will get the 1.5-hour session that she got today for $200. Your upgrade is $97. And you'll get also a couple of other things, some one-on-one time with me after the group for question and answer. And you'll also get the ABCs of self-success. But it was just so powerful to see this 27-year-old say, look, I've got to be the next generation. I've got to change. I have a 16-month-old baby. And I see what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing and how you're doing it, but I see it. I see how you walk and how you talk. And I see your people coming out of here for you. And I know what you do. I don't know how you do it, but I see it and I want it. And I spent an 1.5 hours with her today, and she got off that phone ready and blazing. And so, listen, I have a gift. I know it's nothing but the grace of God. And people always say, how did you know? How did you know that you had this thing to help people be successful? And I really didn't. I knew what I wanted. And I knew I didn't like working for somebody, and I knew I didn't like being broke, and I knew I liked nice things, but that's all I knew. That's all I knew. And one of the things that started everything is, many of you know, I have my nonprofit organization, Fresh Spirit Wellness for Women. Okay. My nonprofit organization, Fresh Spirit Wellness for Women. Matter of fact, we have a toy drive this Saturday, giving away hundreds of toys. If you have not donated toys, we can use your toys. Giving. I love to give. I give. I can't help it. I said earlier today in the live, my problem is I give kind of way too much. I don't know how not to give. But this is our 18th annual toy drive. The nonprofit organization is 25 years old. My employees are working hard, getting ready for the toy drive. You can donate toys. You can drop off toys to the office. You can drop off toys to my building here. You can meet us at the storage. We have plenty of kids to donate toys to, and I thank those who donated, but we still need more. But what happened was, I started helping women leave abusive, toxic relationships because that was my story. Everybody has a story. I talked to the client today that I'm talking about, and I asked her, why did you start, bartending? What's your story with that? And she said, and what's, how do you, what kind of problem are you going to solve? That's another question that I ask women all the time. And she says, well, my dad was an alcoholic and it affected me. She says, and I want to be able to help other people, children who were affected by alcoholism. She said, but I also know that it doesn't have to be a bad thing. She started talking about spirits, and it's called spirit because it's supposed to, and you're supposed to have a good time, and you're not supposed to, let it take over you. And I wanted to be able to show how you can have a good time and drink responsibly and make money if you're a bartender and help other women to know how to. And she started, I said, that's your story. That's your story. And so my story was I had been abused. And I didn't know how I got in that situation, but I knew one thing: I never wanted to get into it again. And so my whole purpose was to just help anybody, any woman that I've ever known or never known, whether I've known you or never known you, to not be into a toxic relationship. But when I started helping women get out, a lot of them were like, well, what am I going to do? I didn't go to school, or I went to school, or, but, I work, but I'm used to two salaries, or I work, but he took most of my money, or I work, but, I don't make enough to do this thing like I want to do it, And I said, well, tell me, what are your goals? What are your passions? What empowers you? And I started putting together a plan for these women just based on what I knew to do. I knew how to run a business. I knew how to start a business. I knew how to start a business. I knew how to run a business. I knew how to have a business successful for years. And I started giving them step-by-step things to do and how to get it done and how to multiply themselves and how to master their brand and build their brand. And it was things that I just knew to do. And so before we knew it, I looked up and there were hundreds of women successfully leaving Fresh Spirit, not just away from toxic relationships, but in 5 and 6 figure businesses, owning daycares, writing books, owning bookstores, owning, their own business, owning their, computer companies, tech companies, being different brand masters, all kinds of things based on sitting down and telling me what their goals, what their dreams, what their visions are. And I said, well, have you ever thought about doing this? Well, do you know if you do this and train other people and they will pay you because this is your intellectual properties? And before I knew it, hundreds of people were being blessed and blessing other people. And so I began to do the next level coaching success season programs, the workshops in April of this year. And I'm telling you, I had 3 calls today from 3 Success Sister clients. That's what I call them. It's your success season too. It's time for you to have your success season. So join their class. Join the class. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Many people are afraid to get started or afraid to try something different or afraid to, but what you should be afraid of is being in the same place this time next year. I listed all of the accomplishments and I praise God. This was a stellar year for me. And I listed all the accomplishments that I made personally this year. And I was like, I have to top myself. I already have a list of things that I want to accomplish next year. I still have 2 amazing announcements to still make. And we're at 12/12/22. 2 announcements that I need to make that I'm excited about making before this year is out. So I want you to go out strong. It's not too late. Join the workshop so that you'll figure out early how to hit the ground running in 2023. And the first quarter. So you're already the first quarter ahead of the game. I have clients that in the second quarter made more than they made in their lifetime, not just the year before, in their lifetime. So get started so that your first quarter, you are off and running. It's time to work smart and not hard, And so one of the 3 components that I'm going to talk about is get off your ass. My staff hate those 3 words. Get off your ass. Those 4 words and those 3 letters, ASK. I'm going to tell you what the three components of ask mean, because you have to learn how to ask, what to ask for, and what the ASK stands for in my contenteology. So I'm going to talk about that, getting off your ass and being able to really multiply. We're going to talk about who's holding your ladder. If you've never heard of that book, you might want to get it. I'm going to break that down a little bit for you too in the 3-day workshop, because after reading that book, I've been successful for a long time. There were three things that really changed that. I lost a grant, and I was like, you know what? I can't just depend on grants. I've got too many other things that I know to do. The other thing is I got myself a coach, and I paid $25,000 for a coach. Yeah, $25,000 for that year. But guess what? The information that I got from investing in myself, I made that $25,000 back in a month. In a month. So by the time that year came around, I had made that $25,000 over and over and over and over and over. So that happened. Got myself a coach, invested in myself, realized everything that I'm telling everybody else, I need to supersize it. I need to supersize it for me. Hi, Mary Bell. So good to see you, beautiful. And me helping you diminishes me none. When I started my businesses, nobody wanted to help me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nobody wanted to help me. I don't know if women are afraid that, you're going to do it better than them or whatever, but what's for you is for you. And what's for me is for me. So what does success look like for you, Mary Bell? I'm asking, what does success look like for you? And so, I've got ideas for you, Ruby. You're making popcorn. But it takes a lot for one person to make some popcorn. And it can be $1 million business. But let me show you how to do something that's going to supersize that popcorn business. Supersize that popcorn business. Register. You see the winning financially ticker going by. Tomorrow starts the first night of the last 3-day success sessions for the year. A challenge. What does success look like for you? Is it a challenge, Mary Bell? Is that what you're saying? Success is a challenge? Well, I want to help it not be a challenge. I want to help it to be something that you're excited about going after, and something that you already do. Many times we miss making money because we're trying to recreate the wheel. We're trying to recreate some type of a business when the business is right there already, what you're doing. Already. So who's holding your ladder? That book is the other thing that helped change my life. Because I realized I had it here. I had the hard work. I was going after it. I'm very, very, ambitious. But what happened was I realized after reading that book, I didn't have the right people holding my ladder. And I want to explain to you what that means and how to get the right people and what you should have if you're going to climb to the top. If you're going to climb to the top. I also talk about the must change mindset and behaviors that has to happen if you're going to have extraordinary success. The must change mindset and behaviors that you're going to have in order to have extraordinary success. Not just a little bit of success, extraordinary success. As I said, you're correct. We have to do it for ourselves. I've been in the location that I was in for Fresh Spirit for 19 years. And so early this year, starting off in January, I did my Vision Book Party, which I'm having another one this January. Get ready to sign up for that too. But, you know, I did my first vision board party in my new office location. So open a brand new office location in January. I don't even have all this stuff in front of me. But then February, started, the book came out for Boss Lady. March, we had the book Extravaganza, which was a sellout. And it was so amazing, helping so many authors. I had the book went international bestseller, helped 10 other authors become bestsellers. April kicked off the Next Level Success Season Coaching Program. I got an award for helping clients make at least $25,000 a month. So got honored with that award. Then that was April. May, I can't remember what happened in May. I got it all listed on my page. That's how things were just going. June, I was honored at the Women Doing It Big conference and keynote speaker. August, July, something happened in July. I'm telling you, I wish I had them all in front of me. I should have had them all listed in front of me, but they're on my website. And then my book, Queen Up, came out. Also became a bestseller. I'm telling you, God has been doing some amazing things. But I often tell my coaching clients, success is planned. When people say, how did you get this done and that done? You've accomplished more than most people in a lifetime in 1 year. Last year, there was the same thing. Things after things after things, even with COVID. Then celebrated its 25th anniversary. Fresh Spirit turned 25 years old. I've had a staff, employees being paid salaries, paying other people's salaries for 25 years. Celebrated that. It was so amazing. Many of you just saw that I received the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, but not just these are great things, but the blessing is to be a blessing. I was on live last night briefly, and I talked about the lady that didn't have enough money for her groceries in the Walmart. I stopped at Walmart. I actually was headed to give out one of the awards for my $2.5 million supporters. Fresh Spirit gave away beautiful crystal awards for those who have supported us for the last 25 years. Their support and donations total over $2.5 million. And so one of the honorees was not able to make it to the event. And so I was going to take the honoree, the trophy to her house. And then there was also a birthday party going on at the same time. So I said, oh man, let me stop and get me a birthday card. So I ran in. All things are possible through Christ. Absolutely. All things are possible through Christ. And so I ran in the Walmart just to get a card. And the lines were long. You know, that's why I hate to go into Walmart. The lines are long. I wanted to get a card and a gift bag. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have just went to a convenience store or something, or Walgreens or something. But there was a lady, and cute little Hispanic lady, and I saw her taking stuff off the belt. Many of us have been there before. She was counting the money. She didn't have quite enough money. And so everybody was getting frustrated in the line, and trust me, I was too. So originally I was like, okay, what is going on up there? I'm looking up front, like, what is going on up there? And I basically was like being nosy, trying to figure out who and what is and why is the line being held up. And it dawned on me, this lady doesn't have enough for her stuff in her buggy. And I asked the cashier, I said, hey, is she putting that back because she doesn't have enough? And she's like, yes, ma'am. And I said, okay, put it back, ring it up. And it was like two people in between of me and the lady. And I only got this card and this gift bag. And I said, I'll pay for it, when I get up there. And the two people in between me and her were like, well, come on, get in front of us because this is, taking a long time. And the lady was like, confused. And the cashier was like, she's going to pay for it. And so by the time she figured out I was going to pay for it, her eyes got this big. And she didn't speak English, but she grabbed me and she says, thank you, Angel, Angel, gracias, Angel. So she was saying thank you, and then I was an angel. Man, I wanted to cry. So me just being in a rush and saying, okay, I'll pay her stuff so that she can get it and we can get the line moving because I got to be somewhere, turned out to be such a blessing to somebody. Such a blessing to somebody. And so that is what success looked like to me. That is what success looks like to me, is being able to be a blessing. Many of you saw I posted earlier in the summer that I saw this little girl down in the computer center of my building every day when I'm down and getting my coffee at the coffee shop, at the coffee bar. And it is loud sometimes down there because that's where we kind of gather. It's like kind of like the water cooler. And I'm like, you know, how are you concentrating? What are you doing? Are you in school? And she was like, yes, ma'am. And I said, well, do you not have a laptop? Because, you know, this is really not for coming down and doing school. It's for coming down and checking an email or printing something out really quickly or looking up something really quickly. And she says, no, ma'am, I don't. And she said, my mom is working to save up one and save up to get me one. And I said, wow. And, you know, I am such a giver that I have to now listen to God. I have to listen to discernment because I would just give if I can, you know. And so my daughter just told me yesterday, Mama, I need to be your accountant. I need to be watching what you're doing because you're giving away too much stuff or you're doing too much stuff. Speaking of, she can't talk, but the apple don't fall far from the tree. But I told her, listen, let's go to the concierge. I told the concierge, tell her mother I live in blah, 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 blah unit. And to come and see me, I want to buy her a laptop. And I got my coffee. I came upstairs, didn't think anything else about it. Not even 15 minutes later, she and her mom were at my door, and her mom was just bawling. And her mom says, were you in my bedroom last night, ma'am? Because I just prayed this prayer. I was just praying, God, help me be able to get this baby a laptop. And I said, done. God answered your prayer. So I was so glad that he used me to see and to pay attention that girl was down there doing her homework and to see bigger and ask a couple questions. And I ordered it that day. It came 3 days later. What a blessing. What a blessing. And so, you know, that's what success looked like to me. To be able to travel, to be able to work from anywhere. I'm opening up a senior living home, residential home, in honor of my grandmother who was in hospice, a hospice home. And they were supposed to deliver some furniture tomorrow. Found out that they were delivering it today. And I have clients. I have coaching clients, counseling clients all day today. But guess what I was able to do? Pick up, grab my doggy babies, get in the car, still see my clients all the way out to Katy, wait for the furniture to, to be delivered, and do my clients while I was there, get back in the car, do clients all the way back over here, and come right back right here. I was in Chicago earlier this week. I'm in Atlanta about 6 times a year. You guys know that's my home. Guess what goes with me everywhere I go? My laptop. Working from anywhere. I'm about to be in 3 islands in 2 weeks, but trust me, the laptop won't be going. But if I wanted to, I could work from anywhere I wanted to. That is what success looked like to me. I want to help you see how that looks in your life. So join me tomorrow night, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm excited. This is the last one. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it home. I added to the workshop more than what we normally do because I just really want you guys to come out with a bang. I want you to bring in the new year on fire. I want to help you get out of debt. I want to help you be able to help have generational money for your kids, your kids, your nieces and your nephews. I don't have any biological children. Many of you know that I don't because of the abuse from my ex-husband. I have my adopted daughter, my adopted granddaughter, but they are my children. They are my daughters and my granddaughter. You can't tell me, them, or anybody else that they're not in my family, okay? However, when my nieces and nephews need anything or want anything, I want to be able to do it. Even my grown nieces still come to visit me and go shopping in my closet and leave with a Chanel bag or leave with one of my Gucci bags that I haven't even carried in a long time. It doesn't, I'm not missing it. But that is not, again, the biggest picture. The biggest picture is I get to use my gifts and my talents and live my purpose every day, saving people's lives, giving people their purpose, helping them to be able to make money doing what they love, and then helping you figure out how to have that same self-fulfillment that Deidre talked about, whatever that looks like for you. So I'm going to talk about 17 ways to be able to achieve the things that we know wealthy people have. Some of the behaviors and habits that you've got to change, and some of the behaviors and habits of a wealthy person, so that you can start. It all starts with you. It all starts with you. I am, how to create opportunities. My daughter has, many of you know her as the CMOS queen. She started, her job, her businesses. She's got several businesses, but CPR, her tax business, her CPR business, her school lunch business, food service, all of that. All of that took people. And so when COVID hit, she's like, Mom, she started trying to go down into depression, and you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do because all of my businesses, everything's closed down, and it took people. So basically, she created an opportunity. She started just creating and Googling and figuring out how she could stay healthy, keep her mind, strong and fresh, her body strong and fresh during this time. And she started creating CMOS and making these different CMOS drinks and CMOS dishes. And she went from doing this at home and delivering them in her car. She created an opportunity. And I remember saying, okay, if you're going to be delivering some over this way, drop me off some. And it got to the point where it was too much to deliver. Then people started picking them up from her house. And then she had a schedule delivering them on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then she told me, Mom, I'm going to have to get a brick and mortar. And I'm like, who gets a brick and mortar in the middle of COVID and a pandemic when businesses are closed and people are not going to work? But she ended up getting a brick and mortar. And let me tell you, now she has a third brick and mortar selling CMOS. But she created an opportunity. She created an opportunity. So I want to help you create opportunities for you and your life and your family. And I want to be able to do that starting tomorrow night. It is going to be exciting. I've got a lot of stuff planned, like I said. And if you want to upgrade, it's $97. You'll get for your upgrade the ABCs of Self-Success video. And you're going to also get some one-on-one coaching time or question and answer time with me and a few other people right after the sessions. And you're going to get a hour and a half discovery session with me where we sit down and find out what is your MVP. And I guess you're like, well, what does that mean? That's why you need to join us for the next 3-day workshop that's virtual and free. She is an inspiration, and so are you. This is the first time that I've watched your videos. Well, thank you, Deidre. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And so the MVP is, what's your most valuable potential? What is it that you have that is your most valuable potential? What is it that you do, that's your talent, that's your gift, that that today can start making you the most money? Do you even know what that is? Let me help you figure out what that is. And then let me help you not just figure out what it is, because it may be something you're already doing. Let me help you explode it, take it to the next level, show you how to train other people to do what you do, and they pay you to train them to do what you love. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't that sound good? So again, if you have any questions, chime in. Ask me right now. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I'll answer some questions. But what I really want you to do, you get to get a whole bunch of stuff answered tomorrow. 6:30 CST time, Central Standard Time, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Those who pay the $97 upgrade, you'll get to spend a few more minutes after with me till about 8:30 or so every night, hammering out some of the things that we're going to be talking about. You're not the only one that's ready to do something different, that's ready to do what you do and take it to the next level. It's ready to do what you do and take it to the next level. All right. So I'm excited. I am so excited. And let me tell you, this is it. This 3-day workshop and this toy drive that's coming up this Saturday. I am killing it. I'm cutting, cut. That's it. I need to be on a beach. I need to be on the water. And so we are taking a family cruise, a Christmas cruise. I'm excited about it. Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve. I am excited about it. I am shutting it down. I told my executive assistant today, she was trying to move some people around, get them on my schedule. My clients, my coaching clients, everybody's trying to get in and go over their new year, roll out their plan with me. And I told her, look, we got until the 21st because after that I am off. I am off until the 3rd of January. I'm taking some time. I need it. I'm excited about it. Like I said, the laptop will not be going with me. That's going to be hard because, that laptop is like connected at the hip to me because that's my money maker. That's my money maker. My laptop. I'll be on the cruise and, guess what? What will go with me is these right here. Look, I may not do any work, but I can get clients. I'll be passing out my success season workshops and letting them know when the very first New Year 2023 workshop will start. So some stuff just don't stop. Some stuff just don't stop. But the blessing is I don't have to do it. I do it because I love to do it. I do it because I want to do it. I do it because it's what I enjoy. And it's because I can do it anywhere. I can do it anywhere. It's just who I am. Downstairs talking to somebody earlier today, and she was telling me about the concierge business, and I said, well, start your own concierge business. I just think like that. I just think entrepreneur. It's just who I am. It runs in my family. Got a lot of business owners in my family. Like I said, my daughter's a business owner. It's just how we think, but everybody don't. But that's why God has put me in a place to lay it out for you and show you how to do it. And then a lot of people who are business minded don't know how to take it to the next level, to build your brand, to be able to make your brand make money for you. And so I want to help you do that. Again, I am getting ready to now shut it down for the day. My my briefcase is sitting right here. I've got paperwork sitting over here, and I'm going to shut it down, but I want to come on live and encourage you. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? And let me tell you, show up and show up ready. Show up ready because you're going to get a wealth of information. Like I said, I don't even know how to give anything away and not do it right or too much, probably. I don't, because I'm a giver. So I want to make sure you get. So this group is going to get more probably than any group I've gotten all year, because it's the last one. And I want to make sure you're ready. I want to make sure you start the new year off ready. Start it off ready. Making money. I want to put some things in place. I'll give you some stuff to do starting Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night that can help you start making money. If you didn't make the money that you wanted to make this last year or this last quarter, I'm going to give you some stuff that can still possibly help you start bringing money coming in before the new year starts. Before the new year starts. So why wait? Because you know what? Everybody in the beginning of the year, you got all of these New Year's resolutions. They don't even last through to my birthday, which is January 19th. But anyway, my engineer is on here. I'm going to let her go to bed for the night. Thank you, Heaven, for running my live tonight. And so listen, y'all, if you have not signed up, I'm going to say it one last time. Share this. Share this video. Tag somebody. Giving it, sharing is caring. Tell your friends. Don't you've got some friends that are talented, that are doing some things that are, would have deadbeat somebody, and they just don't know how to do it on their own. Look, this lady got something for you to help you be able to do it on your own. You don't have to stay with somebody for money. You don't have to stay with somebody because you don't know how to do it by yourself. Let me help you do it. Let me give you what you need to do it on. All right. Success Season Next Level Workshop, the last class tomorrow night, starting Tuesday, 6:30 CST time, Central Standard Time, 6:30. All right. I'll see you there. Come ready. Come ready with your notepad. Be on time. Be on time. Be on time. And be ready. All right. It's your success season. Don't let it keep passing you by. All right. You guys be blessed. And I'm out of here.